Welcome to Relevant Happenings. In this video, we will look at relevant details of one of the most oldest game played in Olympics. This game has been part of almost every Olympic game since 1896. This game is called as fencing. Fencing was practiced as a form of defense in ancient times. The major shift in fencing as a sport came about in the 18th century and thus it became part of the prestigious Olympic Games. And ever since then, it was played in every Olympic. But this fact is not relevant enough for us to make this video. The biggest reason why fencing is getting its recognition in our country is because of one superstar athlete, and it's no other than Chadlavada Ananda Sundara Raman Bhavani Devi, simply known as Bhavani Devi. She is the first Indian fencer to ever qualify for the Olympics held at Tokyo. She not only qualified but also won her first event, which in itself is another record. So today we will discuss about this Olympic event called fencing and see about its origin, rules, techniques, types and other relevant details. So stay tuned. Despite its lack of presence and awareness in India, competitive fencing is one of the 5 activities which have been featured in every modern Olympic Games. The other 4 games are athletics, cycling, swimming and gymnastics. Fencing is a group of 3 related combat sports. It is a game in which it is played between 2 fencers. Both the fencers use swords to attack the opponent and to defend themselves. There are some rules and regulations which the players have to follow while attacking or defending. 3 different groups of weapons are used in fencing and each weapon has its own set of rules and regulations. The name of weapon defines the event, the type of game and individual place, as both are represented by the same name. The 3 disciplines in modern fencing are the foil, the épée and the sabre. In fencing, winning points are made by making contact with the opponent body using the weapon which is allowed to use in the game. There are 3 weapons in modern fencing: foil, épée and sabre. Each weapon has its own rules and strategies. Here, as you can see, 2 fencers try to touch each other with the tip of their sword. The main objective of this game is to touch the other player and score enough points required to win the game before the opposite player scores points. There are different approved target zones based on the weapon used and players have to touch those target zones to score points. So, in this game, the players have to touch each other through the tip of the sword, so playing equipment and safety equipment are needed to play this game. Let us now look at the weapons used in this game. There are different kinds of weapons which are used in fencing, which are foil, épée and sabre. All 3 of them have different set of rules and strategies to play with. Most of the players usually choose to play with and specialize in any one of these weapons. The blades are made of maraging steel, which is used to resist breaking. Talking about the weapons specifically, first let us see about foil. Foil is a light thrusting weapon with a maximum weight of 500 grams. It is mainly designed for thrusting. It is very thin with a foiled or blunted tip. It is flexible enough to bend upon touching the opponent. This design made deliberately in order to avoid injuries to the opponent. The foil also has a small circular hand guard that serves to protect hand from direct stab. As hand is not a primary target in fencing, hand guard is mostly used for the safe. Touches are scored only with the foil tip. Hits with the side of the blade don't count, which is called off-target touch. The player who started the attack first against the fencer gets the point. So in foil, one has to become aggressive and initiate attack to get maximum points. Talking about next type of fencing game, which is called épée fencing. Épée has a V-shaped blade and is a little heavier in weight, also stiffer than foil. It has a maximum weight of 770 grams. The hand guard in case of épée is a large circle that is extended towards the wrist like C shape, thus it guards hand effectively. Hand is protected well here in épée as it's a valid contact point in this form of game. Moreover, in case of épée, the entire body is the valid target. Players get point with all hits made with the tip to body of opponent, but hits with the side of the blade are not counted. Unlike foil, there is no issue in being offensive first to get the point. Both players get points for each touch made by them to the opponent's body except double touches, which are considered void when score is taken. The next type of fencing is sabre, which is played by Bhavani Devi. A sabre has a similar weight and length as a foil. It is a thrusting weapon as well as cutting weapon with a weight of 500 grams. The hand guard in case of sabre is extended from end tip to point where the blade is connected. In case of sabre, hit with the weapon point or by the side of the weapon, both are valid. The region above waist is valid target in sabre, even including hand and head. The mask is different, which includes a metallic covering, as head is a valid target in this fencing. Scoring points in sabre is only considered valid if the tip or side of the sabre touches above the opponent's waist. Points are added if the opponent touches the mask, arms or back. Once the sabre touches the opponent, a colored light which is fit in the helmet, or better say mask, glows its color in either red or green. If both the lights appear during the same time, the referee decides the winner on the basis of the right way rules or priority. Now let's see what is this game played on. A fencing match takes place on a strip or a piste. The width of the piste should be between 1.2 to 2 meters and height should be 14 meters long. 2 meters on either side of the midpoint. There are two lines called end guard lines where the fencers start before the bout. There are also two warning lines on 2 meters on either end of the strip to let a fencer that he or she is out of the space while retreating off the strip scores 1 point to the opponent. When the game is played, 3 people are involved in the game, 2 fencers and the referee. The referee stands at the side of the strip. Prior to the game, the players must salute each other before the game begins, denying which may lead to disqualification of the fencer. After the salute, the referee calls end guard. After that, the players get ready with placing their front foot behind end guard line with their weapons. In case of foil, they stand at 6th line, which is also called the on guard position. After that, the referee calls for ready and then play, and the bout starts. In case of team events, a team of fencers comprises of 4 players where the 4th player acts as an alternate. But once added in the game, they can't leave that player again and the opposition must know about the substitution before the first round. Total 9 matches are played between them, each comprising of 5 points, where each match has a duration of 3 minutes. In a match, games are played as one-on-one, where a player from a team competes with another one from the opponent team. The team with maximum score wins the bout. In case of tie, tiebreaker rounds takes place. Talking about the penalties, a fencer is penalized with a yellow card is warned but no action is taken. If a fencer is awarded with a red card, then 1 point is awarded to the opponent. In case of black card, a player gets expelled from the tournament or suspended from future games in case of serious offences. The International Fencing Federation is the governing body of the Olympic fencing. It also assists the International Olympic Committee in the organization of fencing events at Summer Olympics. The head office of International Fencing Federation is in Lausanne, Switzerland. There are other ways too to play fencing. Other variants include wheelchair fencing for those with disabilities and chair fencing. Chair fencing is similar to wheelchair fencing but for the able-bodied. The opponents set up the opposing chairs and fence while seated. All the usual rules of fencing are applied. Fencing is one of the sports in the Paralympic Games as well. It takes place once in every 4 years in different countries. So these were the relevant details related to fencing sport. We hope that with the wonderful effort of Bhavani Devi, this game will find its roots on our country and become interest of not only new players opting to this game but also more new viewers to encourage the game. Hope you liked the initiative and found the content useful. Do let us know your feedback and ideas in comment section, and to motivate us make more relevant happening videos, do like, share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.